Alright, so the first question is, will you please let us know, explain about your company, ID Clay Tool, please, and such as, and when did you establish the company?
Industrial clay tool was established in 1974.
And what are you making?
I'm making clay modeling tools for
clay modeling tools.
yes, and they mostly for automotive, but aircraft, appliances, everybody who wants to work with clay. It's so much easier to work with clay than they used to make models out of wood. But changing a model on wood, you have to cut and glue and so on. With clay, you just scrape a little bit off or put some wound. So much easier.
May I ask, why did you start this business?
I worked in a different element, and I wanted to go into clay modeling, and there was no clay modeling tools available. So working in a fabricating place, I made my own, and the clay modelers in by Fort where I work said they were beautiful tools, make me some, and I established a company and doing it since.
Oh, but you are not the clay modeler.
No, I was not. I was trying to go into it, but they offered me 2 different jobs. I didn't want to get my fingernails full of clay, so I took the design job.
Well, what is the sales point and such as totally different from others? The unique point
Of our tools?
Yes, your tools.
Well, we're not in there for making a big profit. In my opinion, quality is number 1.
Yeah.
Everything else is up
I agree.
in the air. So we will not sacrifice cheaper material. That's the only thing you could sacrifice is on material. Labor is still there, and we won't sacrifice it. If there's a bad tools, it goes in the dumpster.
And you make tools one by one by your hands,
One by one.
and
They are made, American made, like I told you, by European craftsmen, and best material available.
so when we ordered very unique one, and you could make it for us.
It's
Oh, yeah,
only
if
one
custom made.
custom made.
We make our normal tools we have in our catalog or special orders. And if it's possible, we make it.
And then I would like to ask you, and how did you guys meet? How did you meet Mr. Kochi?
I think Mr. Kochi called me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said he's gonna be in Ann Arbor, and he wants to meet with. I think we actually worked before that.
How many years ago?
It's about more than 10 years ago.
Yeah.
More than 10 years
Yeah.
ago.
And you were there maybe 5 years ago or so when you came to Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think the original contact was
Oh,
you would
Yeah.
like to
so
present
Mr.
the tools.
Kochi called you
Yeah.
first, and
Because I knew
how did
he's
you,
a good quality,
We never spend money on advertising.
Mm,
I mean, very minimal.
Yeah.
And it was mouse to mouse.
most.
I went to the auto show in Detroit, and I was speaking. I was saying to one guy, "Oh, that's retro, the clay model they had there." And the guy looked at me and he says, "Herbie?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Oh, we're from England. We bought tools from you." So it was all mouse to mouse worldwide, from Mercedes to Volvo to Porsche to sold it to all of them.
That's great. How do you feel about Mr. Kochi? The first impression, or
Oh,
right now?
we got a good relationship. I mean,
Good
there's,
relationship.
there's no doubt about it. I mean, he approached me, was fine with me. I rather have him deal with Asia than myself. It was always I had to drive sometimes to Chicago to mail something because they specified the shipping company and so forth. So, no, it's if he wants to handle Asia, it's all his.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I think he always requests you very difficult things. Make this kind of tools.
Yeah,
make
but I
this
told him, I
whatever.
say, I might tell you on the phone, well, I don't know if I want to do it or something, and then I call you 2 days later, I said, I thought about it, I think I can do it, you know. Where I worked at Ford, I mean, like I told Mr. Kochi, there was nothing. I mean, you have to do it. If Henry Ford said, I need something, the answer was yes, sir, because we have to do it. I mean, we can tell Henry Ford we can do it. It just doesn't exist.
Did you feel any pressure when we ask you any special tool? Or
No, it's just sometimes I have to think about it a couple of days. How can I do it, you know, and what kind of tooling I have to make for it, you know, like for the teeth, putting the teeth in, I had to make a bunch of tooling. And,
Is that makes you interested?
oh, it's almost more interesting. It's a challenge.
That's good.
It's a challenge.
That's something. Yeah, I wanted to know. I don't want to give you a pressure.
The only problem I really have there sometimes is the material, because say you want 4 millimeter or 8 millimeter, I can get it. And if I have to take a bigger piece and cut it down to that always makes it price-wise not feasible. You know?
Yeah.
But if I can go it within, you know, I can give you a 20 millimeter blade, but I can give you a 19 millimeter, what is 3/4 of an inch,
Yeah.
because we're still in inch, you know,
Right.
like that brass or that thing. I have to take a 1/4 of an inch and cut it down to 5 millimeter, you know, and I have to take a 3/16 brass and cut it down to 4 millimeter, you know.
Now you are familiar with the millimeter, right?
Yeah. Oh.
No problem.
I was mentioning to her when Ford went, I had a job when they wanted change to millimeter. You know, bridges, how they work with bridges. They wanted it changed to metric. And the guy, I took his job over. He retired, and he was working on that. And they added on both sides, so much here, so much there, so they can go to millimeters. And I said, that's ridiculous. Because he said, well, we want it so we can go back to inch. I said, we're not going back to inch. So I said to my boss, I said, why don't you get me somebody here higher up, a letter or something saying, we are going metric. I still got the letter. It's signed by Henry Ford, the second. We are going metric.
That's good. Good to know.
I always spoke my piece. That's why I didn't get to the vice president job.
And could you give a message to clay modelers who already use your tools and new user start to use
How many pages you want?
as much as we can?
I got quite a few. Some of them I didn't sell lately, but over the years I can give you the whole list. You know, I mean it's from Boeing aircraft to GE electric. You know, I mean just about everybody.
Just play.
Do you have any comment or any words for the younger modelers
Who wants to be a modeler in the future? Or any message or comment?
Well, the only comment really I can make is that when a few years ago, when all the computer graphics came out, they said, oh, clay modeling is going to be
Fade out.
out the window. And I said to them, I said, there's no way. First of all, there's no, I don't care how high up he is, this president or something, will say, look at a picture on the wall on graphics and says, okay, let's spend $5 million or whatever for tooling to make that car. They always want to see a full-size model under the lights and see the highlights, and so that's basically clay modeling is here to stay. Material might change, but they're still modeling. I mean, the models, Italy, Fiat in Italy 15, 20 years ago, they were still working with plaster. You know?
That's right.
Now they're all working in clay, you know, but it's here to stay, at least in my lifetime.
We are very glad
Another
you were
200
with us. 200 years.
It's the